I wanted to come on really quick this morning. I have my morning off actually, which is a nice change of pace sometimes. I just wanted to sort of talk about what I do when I test off of a supplement because in the holistic world and muscle testing world, the biggest thing I continue to educate people on is that your body's changing all the time. And when you get a supplement and let's say you're on it for a month, maybe even a few days or a few weeks, and then your body changes, right? Like this is what when I talk about how your body's always changing, it's always getting exposed to things. It's not a bad thing. It's actually your body working, right? It's your body taking something on and saying, okay, we need to handle this thing, right? But what do I do with my like supplements or any supplements that maybe I haven't had? I keep them. Why do I keep them? Because let's say I feel great for like a week, or let's say that I feel great for months, and then all of a sudden I get this rogue pain, or I get sick, or I feel awful, and I don't have someone to test me, but I do have friends that can test me from afar, and I'll obviously like give them money to test me for 15 minutes or a quick test or whatever. But what do? I have them test me and I say, I have X, Y, and Z in my cabinet if X, Y, and Z shows up. So let's say something of like the immune side of things related. I have 3 or 4 things in my cabinet right now, even though I'm not really on much immune stuff. I have 3 or 4 things that I could pull right now and take right now that at least would get me feeling better so that I could go get tested or start my immune system healing, right? What I've heard so many people do, and what I've had so many people and clients do, is they will return certain products. Now, it's one thing if you have a full thing of it, fine, obviously, sure, but keep it. Because, guys, what you're doing, I'll show you my cabinet in a second, but what you're doing is you're building a natural pharmacy for yourself, right? You're building a natural pharmacy for your house. If your kids get sick, if you get sick, so stop looking at unused supplements or supplements that you just got or anything like that as a means to an end. It's like you need to start looking at this a little bit differently. Look at it as you're building a literal pharmacy for yourself, but pharmacy that's all food, as opposed to a pharmacy that's full of toxic crap, right? So just realize that there are reasons, and if you look at it in the way of, oh my gosh, yeah, I could take Enzicor right now. I could take Imuplex. I have something to help my bowels move. I have something to help me de-stress. Like you're building your own pharmacy. So this is what my cabinet looks like, and I have it splayed out very simply so I can see everything. I have some homeopathic stuff here, some parasitic stuff here. Obviously my meat sticks, don't judge me. And then I do have other things, like I have some green powders mix from Standard Process. But guys, my point in saying this is don't just throw out everything or return it, because sometimes what if you need that thing, right? What if you need, something to help you calm down? What if you need a little bit of probiotic? What if you test for that? Like if you're always thinking about like, how do I save money, or you're looking at things in the wrong way, right? This is the one place where I don't save money. This is the one place where I'm like, this is a quality thing that can help my body heal naturally and take care of something that maybe I don't have, or I would need to go to the store and get, or I need to come to the office and get. I have it right here. Even if it's for a quick little, this is when we talk about quick fixes, here's your quick fix. You have it. You already have it. You don't need to like stress about going to the office because you have the thing, right? So I don't want you guys to look at this in this way of, oh my God, I have all these open, like barely unused supplements. Stop looking at it like that. Look at it as like you are building your own like apothecary, like literally. Like there's so many uses to these things, but the problem is that you aren't educated on them enough, and then you think you know a lot, and then maybe you don't know more than you actually think you want to know, right? So, and like for us, like there are certain products and certain lines that do certain things. Like Like we hold a product line called Cellcore, and they're very, very good for parasitic infection. They're very good for toxicity. And then when you have something like Standard Process is great for like literally nourishing your body on so many levels. And guess what, you guys? A lot of people, when they start Standard Process, no, it's not pre-recorded. When they start Standard Process, they think to themselves, this is a lot, or they think because their body doesn't know, their bodies don't know what real food feels like, real nourishment feels like. So sometimes you get that feeling of like, this doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right because you haven't been nourished for decades. Like that's the whole point of Standard Process. You guys have not been fully nourished for decades. So stop looking at supplements and stop looking at things that are healing you as the problem. The problem is your lifestyle, and no one talks about, and it's not shame, it's just reality. You guys need to start taking responsibility for your life, right? Like your choices. If you choose to drink, if you choose to eat a lot of carbs, if you choose to be around a lot of toxic people and your body responds in such a negative way, that's your problem. You can fix that. Okay? Yeah, it might sting. It might, you guys, the biggest thing I'm seeing, you guys are so scared of being slightly uncomfortable, right? I have people coming in the same problem for a couple months. Guys, it's a couple months. You need to get over it. You've been so conditioned to think that you still have this like quick fix it mentality. Things that have been so underlying, or things that are even acute. Sometimes acute things, they take a couple weeks to handle. They take a couple weeks to uncover and to really heal. But you guys still want this quick fix thing. It's not quick. Get your mind out of this quick fix mentality, because anything worth it takes time. It takes energy. It takes consistency, okay? Like that is the biggest missing factor for so many of you, and it's okay, but it's the biggest missing factor is that we're kind of like the victim of our own reality. We're the victim of woe is me, this one thing, like, and it's always, this is what I love when people love to say, oh, it's, once this thing is gone, I won't complain anymore. And guess what ends up happening? You complain about the next thing. Stop complaining. You guys, it's your biggest downfall is how much you complain about think about 2 years ago, where you were 2 years ago, and how much you've improved. Like, you don't give yourself the wins. Your focus is on the problem all the time, and it's so, I'm gonna be real with you, it's exhausting. Stop complaining. If you live a good life, and I mean you really live a good life, y'all need to stop complaining about dumb shit. You're complaining about stuff that literally is like not even really a problem, and that could be fixed in a few days, a few weeks, right? So before you start blaming other people for your health, look inside. We're obviously here to help you. I'm here to give you your health back by you taking responsibility for it. This is your job. It's not my job. It's my job to guide you. It's my team's job to guide you. It is your job to look at yourself in the mirror, which you can do, and start taking responsibility for yourself, okay? I'm not saying that you can't do other modalities. Obviously, there's a lot of great modalities out there. Do them. But you don't need justification for it. Stop asking for people's approval. If you want to do something, do it. If you don't want to do something, don't do it. It's okay. But when it comes to, so my whole, obviously my whole thing of being on here was, what do I do with my own supplements? I keep them. And even if I might open something and have it for a week, I still keep it. And the reason why is because I might test for it, or sometimes because my body has gotten so intelligent and it's healed so much, sometimes I'm like, I just feel like I need this. And I'll take a little bit of it. Guys, it's not gonna hurt you, it's food. That's the funny part, is that you guys, people aren't understanding that like these things aren't hurting you. If you're taking something synthetic, yeah, that could hurt you. But a whole food supplement ain't hurting you. You're hurting yourself by thinking that you know more than you actually lead on. Stop trying to be the smartest person in the room. I don't even claim to be the smartest person. I collaborate with my clients. I'm all about the collaboration. We are a team. We are here to do this together. So for 1 second, I just want you to take a little responsibility and realize that all we're here to do is help you get better. That's it. We're not here to recreate the wheel. We're not here to do it. We're here to show you that how you think about your supplements, how you think about your food, how you think about the people that you hang around, how you think about yourself, that means more than anything else, right? So start taking charge of your life, because at the end of the day, this comes down to three basic things: how you think about yourself, what you're putting in your body, and how you think about the world around you. Okay? So I hope this helps you. The biggest reason why I wanted to come on, obviously, was to talk to you about how supplements work, and why when you come off of something, don't look at it as like I need to buy another thing, or why couldn't it be this thing that I needed? It's like, why are you looking at it in such a negative way? Take your negative crap out of my face and start looking at yourself as the cause for why maybe you need that other thing, right? It's getting a little ridiculous. So you guys need a little swift kick in the ass today. We all do. I do too. But you need a little like tough love sometimes. And the tough love is, get over yourself. It's one supplement, or it's a couple supplements that you have in your cabinet that have gone, it's halfway done, and stop. Okay? I love you, and I'm here to help you, but at the end of the day, you need to want to help yourself and get out of your own way and stop sabotaging yourself, because I see it every day. The number one reason why people go up and down in anything is because you get in your own way. You think you know more. You think you figured it out. Guess what? It's a journey. You've never figured it out. It's going to keep getting more intense. Some things are going to get less intense. It's a journey. Learn about yourself. Learn what triggers you. Learn where your weak points are. Learn about how, when something gets a little tough, I instantly want to go down the medical route because I want the quick fix. Learn about yourself. This is all about learning about yourself. When money gets a little tight, do you panic about it, or do you go, you know what, I'm fine? When you have a rocky relationship or a rocky friendship, are you all or nothing about it and just write everything off like I used to do? Or do you look at it and go, wait, that's probably a me thing. If I'm reacting to it that much, maybe that's a me problem. And it is. It almost usually is. Okay? So I know this was about supplements, and I know it got more into mindset, but that's because all this stuff is about your mind. All this stuff comes down to, how are you thinking about that? If you're thinking about it as this negative thing, or if you're thinking about this in a lack way, you're in lack. I'm not in lack. You're in lack. That's your shit, right? We are so used to projecting our insecurities onto other people. Start owning your shit, okay? Have a good day.